Hello, everybody of Firestone, and welcome back to Firestone News Network. Today, we're joined here with the newly nominated Secretary of Homeland Security, Chevyrocks. Welcome to FNN, Chevy.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So, as most of you know, Department of Homeland Security old Secretary Faceman Actual has resigned from his position, and who better to fill the slot besides Chevyrocks? So, Chevy, I want you to try to answer these questions so the citizens of Firestone know what you will be doing if you do get secretary. So do you have any questions before we start?
I do not.
And let's get right in it. So first off, do you think that you'll be able to be as strong as a leader as Faceman Actual?
I do believe so because Faith and I have worked together for many years, and from that, we have learned to adjust to each other. And not only that, I do understand how he led his department, and I feel like I'm going to lead it very similarly. And from that, I think that's a yes.
What changes are you bringing to DHS?
Overall, we're going to bring a more active high rank structure, like with the actual rank, the people who fill the ranks, and how we function. And we're also going to focus on the academy system to redefine it and just overall tweak any errors that have been present through the past. And then after that, we'll focus on applications and other means.
All right. Will you start making the Secret Service much more active? Because from what I know of, they haven't really been doing a whole bunch of a job. So, like for escorts and stuff, I haven't really seen a whole bunch of those. Even though people tell me they go on all the time, I've never heard of them. So we'd be trying to make the Secret Service more active in Firestone.
On Ironically enough, I used to be the Secret Service director, and I can tell you from personal experience, I have seen a drop of government official presence in the county. Therefore, the Secret Service agents sit around most of the time, which is discouraging, but we'll try our hardest to make them more active, and whether or not it's give them other jobs where they can accomplish something while being in the county, or that doesn't seem to be an issue. But at this current state, I just think that most of them lost the moral.
All right. Are you going to be making any high com changes?
Uh, for what I know right now, I don't believe there's going to be too major of changes except for filling ranks like the associate director's position, which I don't know at the moment. And other than that, whatever rank takes that, we'll have to fill the next rank, and it's just kind of like a domino effect. But other than that, I don't believe so.
All right. How are you going to make DHS a more active and a much more respected department in Firestone?
Overall, I'm more of a training guy. I like making sure that everyone knows, like, drill, they know how to shoot, they know how to drive. I overall focus on training because that's where they learn to actually become an officer or an agent, depending what their job is. And just focusing on quality training is where you can really improve.
What are your overall plans other than changes to the Department of Homeland Security?
Overall, it's just make it a family. It kind of slipped from that a little bit because we had the newer guys come in, and the newer guys haven't been here that long with us. And I feel like if we bring them together closer again, we'll be functioning just like we used to, and we'll have no issue. And from that, we should be a good team and accomplish the job that we have so very well.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
The transition between me and Face should not be too dramatic. It should be very much the same. Me and Face have both listened to many agents and officers for our time in Homeland Security. No one should be afraid to ask questions, and should be a easy process.
Another thing, would you be trying to work so DHS isn't so much of a super secret department because a lot of citizens have heard absolutely nothing from DHS, like it's just a really super secretive department. Will you be starting to release some information about it other than this interview?
For Homeland security purposes, there are some things that I cannot discuss at all. And I understand that people want to know what goes on in Homeland security. So possibly being more active on our Twitter would definitely help. And I am planning on opening up a few boards that are going to be public that might have basic information on like requirements, how can you get ready to be in Homeland Security? What do we expect? Maybe where you can report issues, press releases, etc. But that is undetermined at the moment. It all has to depend on what the intelligence community thinks and overall what the high com chooses is the best route.
And I talked to Lieu- the lieutenant governor running with Officer Video Game Pones or Sausage, and he said that he may try to make a community relations for DHS. Do you approve of that?
Homeland Security already has some measures of that in place with the protective services. They already have a community relations unit. With Secret Service, they already have a media relations unit. CRT and IO do not, but that's because they have a tactical or a top secret job. For that, I think that should be enough, but there might be more in the future.
All right, well, that just about wraps up our interview today, and thank you for joining us here today, Chevy.
Yep, anytime.
We'll be coming out with an FNN article soon about what happened in this interview, and thanks for tuning in, Citizens of Firestone. If you want more news, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter so you know the next time we come out with an interview. Have a good day, Firestone.